vivo, G4 presenta El Picador contra El Nerdo Loco, The Internacional Phenomenon. ¡Ataca the show!
What's it doing? Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. You know what today's show is, Olivia?
Show that you wear that khaki sweater.
Yes, I'm Kevin Pereira.
I'm Olivia Mullen.
Today's show, one word, epic. Epic. See? Epic chant. It's fun to chant. Boom!
Yes, it's actually Epic April, so the entire month is epic.
Keep chanting. You got a month to chant. Let's go. Epic.
No, just every...
See if they can go for the whole month.
It is our biggest month of the year, and today, very exciting, because we will have StarCraft 2 beta codes throughout the show.
Wait, the entire show?
Throughout the whole show. Now, we're not going to say when it's just happening, it's just going to happen. So just limber up your fingers now to get ready. And our viewer army enlisted the National Pillow Fight, and we'll take you to the front lines of our nation's greatest conflict since the Civil War.
True. Then 2 title belts are on the line this weekend in UFC 112. Blair Butler and Jason Chambers will handicap the fights in today's MMA chokehold. And Paul Scheer from Human Giant will be here
From Olivia Munn Special.
to talk about hosting the Stream the Awards and the Olivia Munn Special.
I love that guy. Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
Go around the net. We begin with the finest music video ever produced.
The inevitable backlash couldn't have spent much money for their song We Give Hell. The music is just whatever.
Who cares about the song? Who really cares about the song? It's about the video.
Yes.
Gotta be honest, that's not what I thought was gonna happen with the banana. I was on board, and then...
Because thank God the gorilla showed up, huh?
Well, no, I expected a gorilla to show up. I just didn't think that he would just join with the jumping,
What did you think was going to happen? They were just having fun on a trampoline.
Well, I thought, because you see, it's odd. The shape of the banana is...
In at number 4 today, we're bringing... You say that like you didn't think that a banana was shaped like that. You're like, oh, Kevin, come on. We all know what he was thinking. She was just going to eat it.
Yeah. With her lady pocket. What? You can't! I'm taking myself out of the frame. I'm in timeout.
It's a widescreen. It looks lonely right now.
I know. And I have to take like 3 extra steps to pretend that I'm walking off. It's quite a workout.
I threw it up and you hubbed it out. Look at that.
Swing and a miss.
And at number 4 today, we're breaking new ground for AOTS. Brace yourselves. Listen to this. Very exciting. We have a clip from the Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Oh, I love it! I don't know. I'm not familiar with that program. I know it doesn't seem like the sort of thing that we normally cover, but this clip is truly something special.
Yeah, it seems that Ellen was a category on a recent edition of the game show Family Feud.
Yes, and the family had some rather fun ideas about Ellen.
All right, your turn at this. Something that everybody knows about Ellen DeGeneres.
She is a funny actress.
The actress, all right? She's a funny actress. Mike, a chance now to sweep the board. One answer remains. Give it to me.
I would say that she doesn't like our country very well.
Doesn't like the country.
I would have loved for that to have been up there. Bing, doesn't love country? Oh,
I love
hey.
it. People are just so programmed to clap. They're like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Oh, America.
That's weird. That's rude. All right, but I have something to say. I was reading at the top. Is that true? Ellen's gay? That's weird.
H9PXRH HR24-9Y HJBG-J4 YX-DPBMAP. Grazie.
Today's number 3 item is a new ad from Nike starring America's favorite athlete turned reality sex star, Tiger Woods.
Yeah, now before everyone was all up in his sexy tiger life, Woods was actually a golfer, and nowadays he's on display to really show everyone how truly and honestly sorry he is for putting his ding-dong into all the ladies' hoo-ha's a lot.
Tiger, I am more prone to be inquisitive, to promote discussion. I want to find out what your thinking was. I want to find out what your feelings are. And did you learn anything?
Okay, first of all, Nike, stop stealing our slow pushing. That's for Kevin. Second of all, okay.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It's a good point. It's a valid point. What's particularly ghoulish about this is that...
Whose voice was that? Whose voice was that?
Tiger's deceased father.
Yeah.
Doing the voiceover.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're watching a grown-ass man get a stage talking to from his dead pappy.
Yeah.
That's what happened just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to say, at least they also did do, I have to give them credit for this, they did do a more realistic version of the commercial for those markets that are just sick of hearing about Tiger's personal life.
That's
so
nice.
that's that.
Did you know the government of Kyrgyzstan was just overthrown? Or that the United States just signed a landmark nuclear arms reduction treaty with Russia? Or that a new human-sized lizard was just discovered? No, you don't. And neither does anyone else in America. Because they're all obsessed with the chicks you banged. Way to aid the decline of civilization, son.
Much better.
You know,
That's much better.
they're like, I can see them in the conference room, like, we're gonna have to use the voice of his dead father because when he says I'm sorry, we just don't believe it. So just keep him quiet and have his dad talking to him. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got to tramps around the country and have sex
So
with all
many
sorts of
different
tens.
girls.
Yeah, poor Tiger.
Tens? You mean 2 5s that made a 10?
Yeah, it's basic math. On either side, you get 2 5s together, you got yourself a 10.
And at number 2 today, a mini bike clip that defies expectations.
Yes, prepare
Oh!
for epicness. Yes, nailed it! Nailed it! He did it!
Woo!
Still ahead! 2 fetishes meet in a train wreck of sexual strangeness.
Yeah. It's our number 1 around the net, and it's coming up next.
Oh, X9PJ.
Coming up, we've got the best money savers the interweb has to offer in today's killer deals. Grab your smartphone, download a QR code reader, and we'll tell you how to get them faster than fingers allow.
I just found out. According to Charles Harris, who just tweeted, not Charles Harris, a guy named Anthony. That's Anthony. He tweeted and said that closed captioning pretty much put the StarCraft code that we gave out in the first block right on his screen. We were like, oh man, they're really gonna have to listen hard for this one. Mute. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Everybody else that wasn't as smart as Anthony would have been muting and doing, or like been waiting and listening. But now you just told everybody what to do.
Well, there you go, everybody. Hey, and at number 1 today, a terrifying clip found at the intersection of adorable costumes and sexual ickiness.
Look, okay. We all know about furries, okay? And we all know about creepy, inflatable latex fetishes.
We didn't actually want to know about this, though.
Yeah, well, that was obviously horrible, but let's just get an expert opinion.
I agree. That was horrible. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. I know that you guys can't see this, so let me just be the eyes for you. Because Kevin's mouth is saying one thing, but his arousal says another.
Okay, to be clear, my boner died. This is just rigor mortis. It's set in.
Take one trip to Australia and your life changes. One trip.
I'd like to move on now, please.
Me too. Me too. I'd really like to move on.
Switching gears. When tech problems arise, there's only one man to call.
We pity the fool.
You don't want to see me get mean.
You don't want to see me get angry.
Hey fools, it's me, Mr. IT. That's first name Mr., middle name I, last name T. Welcome to the show.
You just spelled Mr. It.
Shut up, fool. And this is my tiny little co-host.
Today's question comes from David Banco from Fort Worth, Texas. David?
Hey guys, are future generations of the iPad going to ship with a camera?
That's a good question, Dave. Give him the skinny.
Well, David, let's clear this up once and for all. Future generations of the iPad will definitely be shipping with the camera. Unfortunately, Apple was not able to ship the camera with the first generation iPad, basically to meet severe price restrictions it had set for the product line. As you can see here, this is a special edition iPad sent to me by Steve Jobs himself. It's one of a kind, still a beautiful piece of machinery, but unfortunately no camera.
No camera? I feel sorry for the fool who shipped my iPad without a 2-point megapixel camera. I have sympathy for that fool, but luckily, Mr. IT is going to fix it. All you need is a camera and the instructions and nail gun.
What are you...
Voila! An app you don't even need to download.
Oh my God!
Now you can take all the pictures you want, Dave.
That's a disposable camera.
I have a nifty idea to make your iPod even better.
What are you doing? What the hell is that?
It's a hook.
What? What for?
To hang bananas. That way you can always have a snack around. And you get some potassium. You make you go big and strong.
You destroyed it.
I agree. There you go, Dave. Problem destroyed. That's it for today. Join me, Mr. IT, and my teeny-weeny friend next time on We Gonna Fix It, sucker. That's funny. The screen ain't working.
Well, maybe that's because you put hook through it.
No, it's fine, see?
A banana hook, of course!
Never thought of it.
I know, Mr. It.
So, Chris Gore recently went out for a date night.
Oh, were the authorities informed?
No. It was with Steve Carell and Tina Fey.
Yeah, were the authorities informed? Because
No.
Chris Gore.
Steve Carell and Tina Fey, two comedy heavyweights team up for date night.
Yeah.
An action comedy about mistaken identity, marriage, and falling into a life of crime.
We are going to die!
I don't want the kids to live with your mother!
Where did the idea for this movie come from?
I was on my date night with my wife. We just started talking about, well, what if one date night you just tried one small thing differently?
I want tonight to be different.
And the date night went disastrously, but actually revived the marriage.
We turned it sideways. Kill shot.
Have you ever stolen a reservation from a restaurant?
Don't worry about it.
I never have. Tina has.
Get up. Now. Get up.
Now, how would you rate the service from this hostess?
Triple horn, party of 2.
We are the Triple Horns.
Great.
She was fantastic. She's gonna have a tough time of it though, because she's plain.
She'll make people notice her somehow.
Yeah.
You did this car chase, so what was that like?
It was really fun. You feel like a real badass.
Honey, move your ass!
You go and see the movie and you think, oh, look at what I did. I didn't do any of that stuff.
When they're doing that strip club, how did they work out that choreography? We made a choice, Steve, Tina and I. No choreographer. We're gonna wing it. Because their characters are supposed to be winged. What are you doing here?
We didn't have a reservation, so we took yours.
The strip club scene was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
You could do porn.
Do you think?
Yes, absolutely. If I saw an ad on Craigslist with your picture, I respond.
You know who couldn't do porn? Olivia.
No. That wouldn't work out.
Honey, if I'm gonna get whacked off.
No, we might get bumped off. We're not going to get whacked off.
Tina Fey, Steve Carell, and some Olivia Munn thrown in for good measure. It's the makings for a perfect date night.
I may not have booked the job, but I did a really great callback. Just so you know, for that porn, it was. I didn't know any of the guys, and there was a lot of them, but they said I was really good. Just the wrong look. It's a different look they're going for, but that's exciting. So we all know the economy's in the crapper, but have no fear, killer deals are here. So right there, see that? That's a giant barcode on your screen. Yeah, that. So scan it with your smartphone and it'll take you straight to a slew of deals. What deals, you ask? How about some yes, scan, got it. I'm gonna show you what you're gonna get. You're gonna get savings on your next video game purchase at GameStop.
It doesn't work.
Can you just go away, please?
Yep.
From now until Saturday, GameStop.com is knocking off a little and all on any and all of their game purchases over $50 when you enter the code ENT20. How much will you save?
How much?
20%.
Whoa!
And if you purchase something over $100, just enter the code 25OFF for an extra 5% off. Yep, that easy. Well, not for Kevin, but for everybody at home, easy. Look, the iPad's cool and all, I get it, but not everybody can afford the $500 awesome price tag. For all the frugal folks out there, you'll want to check out this deal for an HP Mini netbook. Head over to the Microsoft Store and enter the coupon code you see on the screen to receive a hefty discount of this spiffy little netbook. Your savings, 30% off, bringing the total to a killer $278.
Killer!
And finally, what better way to complement all your savings than by purchasing a shiny new TV? Like this sharp 46-inch LCD, this 1080p beauty rocks a 120 hertz refresh rate and 4 HDMI slots. And right now at Newegg.com, you can get it for over 50% off the original price with their shipping deal included. I know. All told, you're only spending $750. Let me repeat. Can you just give me a second? A 46-inch 1080p LCD for only $50. What up? What? $750.
Yeah!
What did I say? What did I say?
You said $50. That is a different price.
Where am I going to go now? Ken?
Wait, now it works. Now I got it. Oh, if you didn't get a chance to scan the barcode that was on the screen, head on over to g4tv.com/killerdeals for info on all these savings and more. You can save $700 on a TV, apparently.
That's $700 plus the 50% off the original.
Still ahead, Epic April continues. Paul Scheer is going to join Olivia live to talk about hosting the Streaming Awards. That's happening. And later, 2 belts are up for grabs in UFC 112 this weekend. Today's MMA chokehold will help you wager appropriately. Betting's illegal, kids.
This girl is about to attempt a backflip in her not-so-spacious living room. What happens next? Does she gracefully complete the flip? Does she roll her ankle when she lands and fall face-first into the wall? Or does she short-sell it and land right on her head? Find out when we return. This girl is about to attempt a backflip in her not-so-spacious living room. What happens next? Does she gracefully complete the flip? Does she roll her ankle when she lands and fall face-first into the wall? Or does she short sell it and land right on her head? There's no better way to kick off a slumber party than with a nice vertebrae injury.
Of course. Everybody, we are live!
Yes, and it's time to fill your tank with news.
Oh. That's right. Now, first the bad news, my brother could not make the show today, but the good news is I'm wearing his shirt.
Go!
Let's start the feed. So tiny. Looks good in wardrobe, and then I see the monitor, I'm like, wow, look at you. He's itty bitty.
Older brother, too. You didn't say your baby brother.
That's a good point.
I didn't know what you're talking about.
Whoa.
That is a baby gap medium, though. And
It is Thursday.
Well. Sorry.
Today is April.
Continue with your job, please.
Here are your stories. Today, Apple held a press conference to show off iPhone OS 4. Everybody's waiting for this. It's, of course, the summer's update to the iPhone operating system. As expected, the update will enable multitasking. Yay! Finally! Allowing you to finally run multiple third-party apps like Pandora in the background while you use Safari or check your email. Apple also announced that the iBookstore will be coming to the iPhone, and neat freaks will finally be able to put all their fart apps into a single fart app folder. Yay, Vinny! Apple also debuted iAd, a new iPhone ad network, and a gaming platform called Game Center that will work much like Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network. Now, OS 4 arrives on the iPhone 3GS and the third-gen iPod Touch this summer, and later this fall on the iPad. Now, original iPhone and iPhone 3G owners are what we call in the tech biz screwed. Sorry, guys. Now, Tron Legacy won't be released until December, but Disney has already hired Legacy's writing team for a sequel script. The two writers have their hands full as executive producers of Lost, but with the hit show coming to a close, some speculate that they may stave off unemployment by planning a Tron trilogy in 3D and IMAX. That's right. And finally, an unidentified 12-year-old boy managed to charge $1,300 on his mother's credit card while building a virtual farm in Farmville. UK paper The Guardian is reporting that the boy ran up this massive tab while buying farm accessories and gifts in the addictive Facebook game. So far, game creator Zynga is refusing to refund the money. For $1,300 real dollars, that fake farm better be the... what I'm talking about. And I actually have one quick note for all the BlackBerry users out there. Now, we just caught word that a BlackBerry chain message is making the rounds today in a big way. We also know everyone watching right now is way too smart to fall for the old, we'll delete all your BlackBerry contacts if you don't forward this message bit. So if one of your friends forwards you this message, your friend is stupid. So stupid. I'm Blair Herter, and I'm not stupid. Thanks, Blair. Stay tuned, everybody. Paul Scheer is here. The human giant himself is hosting the Streamies.
And then later, MMA Chokehold will handicap this weekend's UFC 112. Stick around. That was a beautiful voice.
The feed is brought to you by new Stride Mega Mystery, the flavor that keeps you guessing. This year, celebrate all things green when G4 kicks off a 420 movie marathon starting at 1 p.m. Then we'll travel to Maui for an all-new AOTS Hawaii starting at 7 p.m. Check out the 420 website at g4tv.com/420 for the full schedule. G4's 420 celebration brought to you by the Drawn Together movie, The Movie, on DVD, 420.
A human giant, a gosh dang comedic genius, and the host of this weekend's Streamy Awards. Please welcome my best friend, Paul Scheer. Yes. Now, people may remember you from such callbacks as Ross Dress for Less or Taco Bell.
Yes.
And also as...
I really nailed that Taco Bell commercial.
I know.
I don't know why. Why wouldn't they go with me?
It was
I said fourth meal?
You know what I think? I think you're too good looking.
All right,
too much awesome. So, and then you also did the Best of Olivia special last year.
Yeah.
You were the best. How great was Paul?
Olivia's fun. It was so much fun.
I just cried and cried. Don't you? Like, I mean, when you hit me, it was like, you know.
Well, but that was to motivate you, and I think it really worked.
And it really worked.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what have you been up to since the last time I saw you?
Well, I just got back from San Francisco for WonderCon.
WonderCon,
Yeah,
I wanted to go.
Yeah, it was awesome. The costumes at WonderCon are amazing. There's just a dude without a shirt on, and I was like, "What are you?" He's like, "Taylor Lautner." But he had this big belly. He was like, "Yeah, I'm Taylor Lautner." I was like, "All right."
That's genius. That's genius. So then, and then you also did a big Twitter thing, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
This was so cool, and I got to be part of it.
It was so, yeah, you were amazing. I teamed up with Ben Stiller and Rob Hubel and I from Human Giant. We did this thing called Night of 140 Tweets. We had like 140 people like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Weird Al Yankovic, like just insane people all to get on stage and read their favorite tweet. So and it all went to charity. Like people can buy it on iTunes
Amazon,
and stuff like that.
It's really, it was really well received, which is exciting.
Yeah, it was really great. I think we've raised like over $30,000 so far.
Holy crap!
Yeah. For only $2.99 downloads, that's a lot. That's a lot of downloads.
That's a lot of downloads. Hey, so I'm excited because you're hosting the Streamies.
Very
excited. The
excited.
Streamy Awards this weekend.
Clearly, Neil Patrick Harris said no, so then they came to about 10 other people, and then they finally got to me.
Do you sing? Do you dance?
I'm going to sing.
You are?
Yes. No, I wish I was. There's going to be stunts, lasers, and I think we're going to release a Wolverine into the audience. That'll be it.
Really? Did you actually find an actual live Wolverine? Because I would love to see that.
Oh yeah, I have a whole case of them at home. Just
really?
I have like a whole zoo of Wolverines.
Do you get nervous for that kind of stuff?
You know, the Wolverines are going to treat me really well, I think. I cage them up. I don't feed them.
Talking about the Streamy Awards.
Oh, the Streamy Awards. The Streamy Awards, I'm excited. It's going to be like a regular award show. Less Botox and more pale skin. I think those are the things that will be happening. No, but it's going to be awesome. There's going to be comedy bits like David Wayne will be there, and Zoe Bell, and Robert Englund, and Chris Hardwick, like a bunch of people.
Chris Hardwick!
Yeah.
Wait,
and you can watch it all online. You can watch it all online. It's going to be happening live. On the stream.
Just go online.com?
Just, if you hit, I think if you just turn on your computer, it might be there.
It's on your Word document?
Yeah, I think if you're working in Microsoft Word, something will happen. It's streamyawards.com, and it's streamy with an I instead of an IE.
Oh, because you guys are hip and cool.
Yeah, we're very cool.
Why would they do that?
We just want to celebrate web TV, and we felt that was a cool way to do it.
I love it.
You guys see our award, though. Our award looks like fettuccine getting electrocuted. It's just like shooting up. It's like
streams. Streams.
Yeah, they're like streams.
Like the internet.
It would be cooler if it was made out of a laser.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah,
like a whole laser tag backpack.
Yeah, we just shoot people in the audience. You won. Just go off. That'd be great.
That would be fun. You should do that next year.
All right, I will.
So, if you're asked back.
Yeah, maybe not. This is.
Wait, I want to talk to you about something that I hear that you're a really big fan of Lost.
Oh yeah, huge Lost fan.
Okay, now you were recently at the Paley Festival, right?
Yeah, I got to host a panel of everybody on Lost, like all the actors and creators and stuff.
Did you just geek out?
Totally. I was a nerd backstage, like, oh, there's Locke, oh, there's Ben,
I know.
there's Albert.
It's the best.
They're the coolest. But I think I pissed off Terry Quinn, who plays Locke. I said, so what are you doing after Lost? And he goes, I don't want to talk about that. And he gave me
Was he being serious?
Yeah, he gave me these smoke monster eyes. I was like, I thought he was going to dematerialize and throw me against the wall.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And he must have been really mad because I've actually hung out with him, and he's the nicest guy ever.
Really nice. I guess I pissed him off.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I asked him the question that should not be asked.
Maybe once he won the Emmy, he was just done.
That or the smoke monster's really in him.
Oh,
the smoke monster doesn't know about acting.
Hey, so I hear there's a great Robert Downey Jr. story.
Oh, well, you work with Robert Downey Jr. on Iron Man, right?
On all of his projects. He's requested me to be on all his projects.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I did a movie with this guy, and he was like, man, me and Robert Downey, BFF. Totally best friends. And he'd be like, oh, hold on. Got Robert on the phone. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, all right, we're going to go visit him. All the time. So I was like, oh, I'm buddies with this guy. And I was at Comic-Con, and I see Robert Downey Jr. I'm like, this is my in. I'm going to go talk to Robert. Yeah. And I kind of walk through this whole crowd of people and I go, hey, Robert. Already too familiar. Like, why should I be calling him Robert? And he turns around and I go, hey, I'm friends with Justin. And he looks at me like, what? Like I was speaking an alien language. And I'm like, oh. And then every part of my body started to sweat. And I was like, oh, God, what did I just do? And I go, Justin. And I say his last name. And he goes, I don't know who you're talking about, man.
Oh, I know that feeling.
And then his two bodyguards turned around. They had these big, steak necks, look like they're going to beat me up. And I go, I must have had you confused with somebody else. I thought you were Robert Downey Sr. And I
Did you really say that?
And I just skulked away. It was the most awkward. And we were all waiting for an elevator, and I just walked backwards. It was terrible. Terrible. So I embarrassed myself in front of Robert Downey Jr.
Do you think that have you ever seen him since?
No, I haven't. I will never see him since. I don't ever want to interrupt him
You're
again.
going to turn around and walk the other way?
Yeah. I was like, oh, no, sorry.
That's an awesome story.
Yeah, it was.
We should just try to arrange it just to see what happens.
Yeah, now I can. Well, at least I can say now I know Olivia, and then he'll know who I'm talking about.
Please
Maybe.
don't use my name. Well, thank you to Paul Scheer. You guys, you have to catch the Streamy Awards online this Sunday at streamies.org. That's an IE, right?
Ooh, I guess so.
Streamies with an IE.org or on your iPhone, because that thing will get you everything.
Yeah,
you can pull in and out of pictures. And Kevin, you have an iPhone.
I do. I do. Still ahead, we're going to try to figure out who's going to beat up whom this weekend at UFC 112 in Abu Dhabi. It's a real place. Stick around.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by the all-new G4 Store. Gear up at g4tv.com/G4 Store.
Heaven says, eat me.
It's big, it's beautiful, and you're going to love it.
Epic April continues tomorrow on AOTS. Allison tackles Mount Midoriyama for an inside look at Ninja Warrior 23. And we kick our old robots to the curb in a fiery ball of awesomeness. Plus, the iPad has landed, and Chris Hardwick will review Apple's Super Tablet on GadgetPron. Epic April continues tomorrow.
For the first time ever, UFC 112 will take place in Abu Dhabi, and with 2 world titles on the line, an outdoor stadium, we're pretty sure that the results are unpredictable, but screw it, we're going to predict them anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jason Chambers and Miss Blair Butler. Got the experts here. Let's get into it. Our first fight, BJ Penn versus Frankie Edgar. The winner takes home the lightweight title. Height and reach, as you're about to see with the numbers on the screen. That's not a StarCraft code, kids. Those are actual numbers. They're practically the same. BJ Penn has fought for a UFC title 9 times. Edgar has yet to do so. This will be his first. Their styles are also similar, so expect the fight to be on the feet and on the ground. Now, Jason, BJ Penn, arguably, he's the best he's ever been right now.
Yeah.
So, do you think Edgar's going to actually be any trouble for him?
You know, I think that this is just almost a tune-up fight for BJ Penn because he's fought guys like Frankie Edgar already. He has arguably the best hands in the division, clearly some of the best takedown defense.
This is just a tune-up for him? No, I love that. This is just an oil check in the octagon.
Edgar's going to love that, right? I mean, BJ's a stud. His jiu-jitsu is amazing. His hands have looked really good. He's really hard to take down. I mean, the only person that really gave him a hard time was GSP, who is arguably a lot bigger and greased up. So besides that, it's going to be one of those fights that Fredger's going to have a really difficult... Fredger. That's Frankie Edgar condensed.
Yeah. That's probably his Twitter name.
Fredger.
That's fine.
Yeah,
You got to shorten
it's going to be tough for him to pull off a win.
All right. Now, Blair, what kind of game plan will Edgar actually have to use, or Fredger, to beat the Prodigy?
Well, you know, they call Frankie Edgar the answer. The question is, how the hell do you beat BJ Penn when he's this good? And the answer is the strategy he's employed in the past has been great, which is that when he fought Sean Shirk, he very slowly picked him apart. Great boxing. Frankie Edgar's a very good wrestler. On top of that, he's tough as nails. There he is picking Sean Shirk apart. He was a huge underdog in that fight, and he just took it to him for 3 rounds, very clearly won the decision. And the other thing about him is, you know, someone like BJ Penn, if he takes you on the ground, he's going to try to submit you.
Sure.
Frank Edgar got caught in a crazy knee bar against Tyson Griffin, refused to tap, like really gutted it out, and has proved that he's a tough guy to submit. So the problem
who wins?
Well, here's the thing. To win a title belt, you have to decisively destroy the champion.
Right.
You know, sort of outpointing him over 5 rounds may not do it. So I think I got to give it to BJ because his boxing is incredible.
All right. Jason, I'm assuming you'd agree, being that you think this is just a tire kick and check the fluid levels for BJ.
Fredger's going down. I'm going to go with BJ on this one also. I think that it's going to be his fight to lose.
All right, 2 for BJ. All right, next we have Anderson Silva versus Damian Maia. The winner takes home the middleweight title. Now, they've been, they're even in height. Anderson Silva has a huge reach advantage here, though, and Silva is defending his middleweight title for the 6th time. This is Maia's first title fight, and Maia's strengths, they lie mainly on the ground, but Silva is pretty much comfortable anywhere in the ring.
Right.
Blair, Anderson Silva is considered to be the best pound for pound fighter in the UFC right now.
In the world, actually.
Let alone. Can he? I mean, is this going to be? Is this a tune-up fight for him?
Well, no. Here, listen, this is Anderson Silva's fight to lose, and if he doesn't take it seriously, it could happen. I mean, look, the guy's stand-up is incredible. So if you try and come at him standing up like Forrest Griffin did, one of the guys brave enough to take it to him, Forrest got destroyed. Now, he's fought other guys. This is him fighting Dan Henderson, who was actually pretty successful taking him down, getting the mount on him. I know it sounds a little sexy, but no, he mounted him.
Actually, it sounds a lot sexy.
Yeah,
Keep going.
He mounted him, and he really gave Anderson Silva a tough first round. But the thing
he can also give a snooze fest.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. So Anderson Silva has fought really great grapplers and submission guys before. He fought Talaslidas, who basically lay on his back, afraid, and tried to coax Anderson Silva into his guard so we could try to submit him. Anderson Silva's not going to fall for that. His hands are great. If you try and take him down,
all right. So
it
it sounds like it's Anderson's game to lose.
Right.
Would you agree, Jason? I mean,
you know, I think it's Anderson's game to lose, but I'm actually going to go with the upset here. I think that if you look at this, the one exposed chink in the armor that Anderson Silva has was with Travis Lutter. Travis Lutter came into that fight. He was really out of shape and put a hurt on Anderson Silva. You got Damian Maia, who's an Abu Dhabi champion in 07. Here you see him just cranking on ankles and leg locks. When he goes to the ground with someone, it's going to be a difficult position for him to get out.
Some say the best jiu-jitsu in his class.
Clearly the best jiu-jitsu in his class. His hands are definitely suspect. He got knocked out by Nate Marquardt, but 6 out of 7. Spectacular. There's no other way to get knocked out.
Right. But in Maia, though, but physically, I mean, a bigger athlete, does that translate to a better athlete in this fight?
Not necessarily better, but he's definitely bigger, and I think he's smart enough to not stand and bang with Anderson Silva. He's going to force the clinch like he's doing there. He's going to work inside and try to use some of those judo skills to get the fight to the ground, and Anderson really hasn't been as aggressive in his last couple of fights.
Are you Team Maia on this one? Who's taking this?
Oh, I'm going Team Maia.
Really? You're picking Damian Maia?
I am going to say that he's
quite an
upset.
Yeah. I mean, the odds on a fight like this are what, 6-1?
He's 6-1. He's actually plus 550, so he's 6-1.
Wow.
That's maybe that 1 out of 6 times he wins.
That would be a huge upset. Blair, are you in agreement here?
Well, I think only if he doesn't take it seriously. Matt Serra upset George St. Pierre very famously. It could always happen again, but if Anderson Silva takes it seriously, he's going to win. Anderson Silva.
All right. Split decision there. We appreciate the analysis and the picks, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's Blair and Jason, everybody. And if you want to follow Jason on Twitter, go to twitter.com/follow MMA. What's your username?
I'm at the Blair Butler.
At the Blair Butler. There you go. And now let's go over to someone whose contract actually allows her to put me in a chokehold. Olivia. Love you.
Good to know. The vast AOTS viewer army stretches from coast to coast. Here are 2 new recruits who decided to brave International Pillow Fight Day in Boston and San Diego. Bet there was tickling.
Hello, Attack of the Show. This is Jason Kirk.
What's up, Attack of the Show? I'm Nels McLaughlin.
Today is April 3rd, also known as International Pillow Fight Day.
We're here in Cambridge Common in Boston, Massachusetts.
We're downtown here in San Diego. Let's check it out. How did you go about doing this?
Well, I sent it to the website, and it got approved, and then from there I started making a bunch of new Facebook pages, and it just grew. When I left the house, nearly 6,000 people.
Is this your first pillow fight?
First pillow fight on a large scale like this. I'm an amateur hobbyist for pillow fights.
Any ideas or strategies on fighting today?
I really wanted to just go in there and start spinning and just smash everybody below the waist.
Swing first, ask questions later.
See if I can make it through.
I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, when you get so many people like beating each other, just smiling, just having fun, it's a good time and it's safe. Cool.
Oh! Defeated! Oh! What are some of the other kind of costumes you've seen that were kind of cool?
Well, I saw a gorilla fighting a banana. I was rooting for the banana because I believe in fruits and vegetables.
Banana fight! Banana fight!
Gonna come out here? Oh, hell yeah. Awesome. Shaw.
Hell yeah! I'm going to next year.
So that's it for the pillow fight here in Cambridge Common in Boston, Massachusetts.
I took a few blows to the head, swallowed a few feathers. All in all, there was a great showing.
Thanks to Attack of the Show for making me part of the viewer army. I'm Nels McLaughlin.
This is Jason Kirk checking out San Diego.
What did you say, Kevin? What did you say?
I was saying a bag of feathers to the head never hurt anyone.
That's not what you said.
Unless you have bird allergies. Then.
Yes.
That would hurt me. It could. You have swollen eyes, get some Benadryl. That is not a fun time.
No, it is not. It is not, you guys. Seriously.
It's not what I said.
It is not what he said. If you guys want to enlist in our viewer army and cover an event for us, go to g4tv.com/viewerarmy for more details.
Hey, I don't know if you guys heard, April is sort of, I don't know, our biggest month ever. Yeah! And every day we're giving away something really, really cool and sexy like... Okay.
Yesterday's prize was a huge Hellboy collection, and the winner is Carl P.
Oh!
Carl P. Dizzle from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There you go, Carl P.
Congratulations.
Here is what we're giving away today. It's not my grandmom's sweater. Nope. And it's not one, but 3 32-gig Zune HDs.
Look how pretty they are, too.
And, oh, thank you.
Look.
A pack of Zune Marketplace gift cards.
Oh, look how pretty that is. Look at that. Yes, right here. Oh, so you have 3 chances to win. Listen to that. Here are the rules. Just go to g4tv.com/AOTS and click the Epic Giveaway button. Get your entry in by April 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern, and again, you will die if you do not.
That's true. That is true.
You have to do it, okay?
When you win, though, and if and when you win,
look how thin and
you have to promise to download all 6 HD episodes of AOTS Behind the Scenes from the Zune Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't win, you can still watch it for free on Xbox Live. So get on there. They're good.
Or you can just download it, and so that somebody upstairs with a fancy tie and white skin can get money. Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things you guys saw today and more.
Thanks to our guests Paul Scheer, Jason Chambers, and Blair Butler.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes, Olivia?
I'd like to end this show with something I've always wanted to do.
Oh, all right. Let's do it. Sorry?
No.
What? Nope. Okay.
Tell everyone what your famous dish is. He makes a mean dish.
Well, I don't... Why are we revealing?
Just give him. Come on.
If you like yakisoba, you'll love my cooking.
This guy. Wait, tell him what else.
What?
The spicy sausage.
Sometimes I do a little spicy sausage with red beans and rice. I've been known to do it at Casa de Pereira.
Yeah.
So, ladies, if you're hungry for some Portuguese sausage, the grill is always ready. You know what I'm talking about. All right.
Can somebody get my car, please? Thanks.
Thanks to everybody who is using #Epic April on the Twitter sphere for helping us trend. And thanks to everybody for trying to figure out our StarCraft beta codes. Oh.